Again, thank you for choosing In My Shoes. I'm Hilda Kathy Brody, your host. Remember, we at In My Shoes are taking a different approach to service in the world. So get your pen and your paper because you're not going to have time because we don't have commercials and we have so much information for you today. You're going to run out of pens and papers. But without further ado, guess who I have back? Miss Edris Eddy, and she's been busy, 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 busy. You think I was busy? This lady makes me seem like a sleeper. So, welcome back, Miss
Welcome
Eddy.
to be
Thank
back with you, Miss
Thank
Brody.
So
Thank
glad
you
you
for
came.
having me on your show. I'm very proud to be here.
Okay, so give me the news here.
Well, let me
You've
tell
been
you,
busy, busy.
I don't even know where to begin, but I'm going to begin with this. I have got a new talent that I'm talking with. Her name is Andrea Gonzalez. She's a comedian.
Oh, okay.
And you know I like comedy, and I know I've been looking for comedy for so long. I bumped into her at Caroline's.
Oh, okay.
And I asked her, I said, you know what? I love your performance. Can I get with you and see what other shows you do? So I went to her in New Jersey. And where she appeared at it was at the Factory, was one of the biggest new clubs in New Jersey City.
Mm-hmm.
And she appeared there on February 3rd. And also she appeared there on February the 14th. And I did her show right out there with her.
Oh, okay.
And I met some lovely people with her. And she blew it away. And she's coming back here to New York in April 14th.
Okay.
Okay? I'm inviting you.
Where
I'm
will she
inviting
be?
everybody out there in the audience too.
Where will she be?
She'll be at Dumplings Cove. Dumplings Cove.
Dumplings?
Yes, in the Bronx.
Oh, in the Bronx.
In
Stop
the
it.
Bronx, yes. The
Where's
Bronx.
It? Where's that located?
It's 1530 East 222nd Street in the Bronx.
Almost in my neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to bring it to us.
All right.
Okay.
I appreciate that because I got to slip down to that place.
Yes.
Manhattan.
In Manhattan. But we doing it in the Bronx.
In the Bronx.
Yes, right. Yes. And besides that, I've been doing some other shows in the Bronx too. I'm making the Bronx starting from last year, starting in the middle of June last year. I've been doing in Stop at the Spot. That's another Bronx place.
Stop at the Spot?
Stop at the Spot.
What is that?
That is over on 233rd Street. Don't have me lying. The address, I don't remember right now.
It's called
Stop at the Spot.
233rd and what?
233rd, right off White Plains Road.
Okay, and what happens?
That is a lounge and also a restaurant. Okay. Where you could go and see live entertainment.
Live, okay.
Live.
Okay.
So what I did, I asked the owner of the place, her name is Jean, and her husband is the business, husband and wife business. And I said, you know what? I want to have some people over here, and I want to do something here on the weekends. So she said, why not? I ain't doing nothing. Come on, bring them on. So I did. I started bringing up jazz performers. Okay. I know you love that. Okay. And I had Mike Young. I had Lee Olive, Tucker. I don't know if you know them. They're basically local jazz stars. Okay. They are basically from Harlem. I invited a lot of people up from the Bronx and our locals to come down and show their talent. Okay. Okay. So I mean, I've been doing it. I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
You know, he has a plan for you.
Oh, right. And also, I really would like to tell you all about. I've been doing some things with the grandparents around the world. Their organization deal with senior citizens, and they do different functions and activities for ladies who are like grandparents, foster grandparents.
What do they do?
They do activities with what you call senior
like arts and
communities.
Crafts or
no, they do town. They have people sing, okay, and they have people have their own business, okay, and they have people who definitely involved in NACPA. You know, with the NACP. Okay.
NAACP?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They have a lot of people who do working with that.
Okay.
I have one particular young lady. I call her a young lady. Quote me. Okay, I call all my seniors ladies. Don't be calling them older ladies. They doing it. They out there.
They're busy.
They're busy. So I have one lady named Priscilla Cornwell. She's out there with me. She has her own NACPA chapter in the Bronx on 233rd Street.
Am I saying it right, or are you saying NAACP?
Or yeah, NAACP.
NAACP, National Association of the Colored Peoples.
Yes.
Oh, them people. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
She is the chapter of 233rd, that chapter right there on White Plains Road.
Okay.
Don't quote me the address, but it's right there between the funeral parlor right next door to it. Okay. Right there on White Plains Road, and she's been doing it for 5 to 7 years.
Okay.
Okay. And she's involved with the grandparents too. And the reason why I got involved with the grandparents, they just nominated me for being one of the grandparents, foster grandparents, which I am going to be doing my services 2 to 3 days a week as a foster care grandparent. Okay. And I follow up there, and they help me get into it, and I want to give that service. Okay. At least twice a week. Some of the events they have coming up, they having their grandparents ball. Okay. They're having that coming up on May 19th, 2018. That's a Saturday. That's going to be on a Saturday. And the tickets, don't have me quoting wrong, it's $85. Okay. And I definitely like their way of doing business with people.
Is that considered a fundraiser?
Yes,
as well?
It is.
It's a fundraiser.
It's a fundraiser.
So you have to say it's a fundraiser. That's why it's $85 because you want to give to an organization that's doing
something, giving back to the community.
Thank you. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Is giving back to the community.
Giving back to the community.
Okay, so and where they're located on 233rd?
They are located at the Bronx Museum once every second Wednesday.
The Bronx Museum of Arts?
Yes.
On the concourse.
On the concourse. And they have meetings there once a month for all the seniors, all the members that belong to that particular organization.
Okay, I never heard of that one.
Now, to get into that organization, or you want to join, you have to give $10 a month to join, which I figured that's a steal.
Okay.
That's a steal. Because you know how we are. We go $10, we spend that in 1 second. Okay. So, I mean, that's not bad for an organization like that and giving you activities to do. Now, they just went to Schaumburg this past Monday. So they're very active. So I suggest seniors, you have nothing to do.
Something to do.
Jump in, get on there, and get in touch with them.
Because it says seniors and youth.
It doesn't matter.
It says seniors and youth.
They work with the youth also, like kids like elementary school age.
Oh, young kids.
Young kids and also teenagers. They give them jobs.
Really?
Yes.
Jobs. Did you hear that? Jobs.
They do because they have that kind of contact.
Right, because we as seniors, because I'm one of them as well, we know people and we know things.
Yes.
And we have no problem sharing. So you want to contact? Y'all know how to get me.
God bless.
All right. Well, what about this?
I have a wonderful organization here. You know, Miss Brody, I know you love it. And you are really a good follower of people who want to do things for themselves. And I was very much interested in this organization. They found me online. Stars in the Neighborhood. They found me online. Okay. And they said, the lady, the CEO called me. Her name is Tina Blonde. And she called me at my house. I said, who's this? We seen you doing different things in the activity, different shows and everything. We want to know who you are. Yes. Well, what are you doing next following week? This was back in November. let me check my calendar. So I looked at my calendar. I said, can I come over on a Monday? She said, can you come over on a Monday? Of course. I got on the PATH train, went to Jersey City, and we had dinner together with our other 4 members, and it was fabulous. And we kicked it off right away, and they want me to join. So, well, give me another month. Let me see how it is first. Let me start getting in the mood, traveling to Jersey. So I got in the mood. Here come December. Here we come again. I'm going to New Jersey now. I really am a member now. And the name of the organization is BITE. BITE stands for Black Interest Team Enterprise. And that deals with the community of different people who's in business that really is in business, and they're giving back to the community. Okay? And that's why I made the right decisions to join that. Miss Blonde, she's very political in Jersey. Mm-hmm. She knows how to get things done. She knows people, and then she offered to do some nice things for me coming up this year, which I want to tell you about. When you have me come back, I would like to come back. I'll tell you about that, and I'll be doing a lot of things in the community in New Jersey.
Okay, well, hey, spread them out there. I mean, I have relatives still in Jersey City. My mother moved to Jersey City in 1972.
What? So, wow, I love it.
So my siblings grew up there.
Oh my God, Jersey is so beautiful.
It's changed. It wasn't that beautiful back then.
Oh my God,
there's been so much improvement in almost every area too. The areas that you were afraid to be in the nighttime.
I know what you're talking about.
You no longer have that kind of fear, which is a good thing. And they really built it up, and you could see that they're investing in the community. Because I'm going to be at
Maker's Day, April 21st, and whoever wants to come out there, join us. We will send you the website for this is, well, you go on njbite@gmail.com.
Okay.
Please don't forget. Please give them a shot. The phone
that's the
number.
Website, or that's the email?
That's the email. That's the email.
That's the email. There's right. No
website. We do have a website, but she suggests.
She says the email?
Yes, give them an email and email them, and the secretary will respond to them.
Excellent. And I'm going to let the people that I know
I'm going to give you this
active
anyway.
in Jersey City, because they can walk there probably, because I see that zip code. I know that zip code. I see
right. This. Is Hudson County Boys and Girls Club.
07302.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I know where it is.
Oh, Miss Brody, you are the best. And that's why I was so excited coming on your show to let everybody know. And the address is 225 Morris Boulevard, Jersey City, New Jersey, 07302, like you said.
Okay.
Okay, that's yours.
So thank you
very much. And I want you to come to that.
Okay.
And while I was in Jersey, I was telling you about the comedian, Andrea Gonzalez. Mm-hmm. She's an excellent what you call performer. Some of the things that she turned me on to was the factory, and I met this beautiful band. The name of the band is the Mixed Generation, and I interviewed them 2 weeks ago at the factory, which is a new club that opened up in Jersey. I really was turned on by them. Fascinating. I was fascinated by them. And one of the things that I liked about them, they are family, brothers and father, the whole band. And one of the things that I liked, the father started singing when he was around 16, 17. He's from Barbados. And the family has really, really grown into a band.
Okay.
All his 3 boys. And I was intrigued by that, because how they blended professionally as a band, and one of them is his grandson. That's what I like.
That's what
I love. That
men doing things together. That's
yes.
We have that bond, and also those instructions that they're going to get from no one other than.
That that turned me on, and now they're going to be coming to the Bronx.
All right.
I want them to the blessing for
Mhm.
have them at the Dublin Cove, and also we're going to have them at a beautiful club downtown Stone Creek on 23rd Street and 2nd Avenue.
Okay.
So I'm starting with that first, and then we see how we go from
So
there.
what are you now? The promoter?
I'm a
You're a
promoter.
champion.
I'm everything,
All right.
and I love my business. I like social media. And I like to turn on people to new things that they could do, have options, information. That's what I like.
Okay. Now, when are you going to talk about your movie?
Well, my movie is coming out. Presently, is going to be finished. I think he's finished with all the sequences now. Is now it's going to the effect, going to the filming, talking to everybody about the movie. I will let you know about that. Hopefully, when I come back on. There's so many things out here, opportunities, because you never know where your opportunity is.
Anywhere.
You never know.
You never, and that's the thing about life is you never. Some things that you want to happen don't when you want them to, but that doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. It just means that not yet. I take everything I can get.
Wow. And that's what I like to bring that to people
and share it.
And share that. That's what you have. You see, when you get information, resources, you got to share that.
What are you saving it for?
What you're saving it for, you don't know. You don't know how long you're going to be on this earth. So share it with loved ones and people that you know that could do something with that information.
Please. That's why you have it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Thank you for having me in here.
Okay. What about this one?
This one here is talking about.
I wasn't going to let you get away.
This was Black History event. And can I hold it up to let everybody see it?
I don't know if they're going to see it because I don't have anybody here, but. Maybe. Okay.
This is talking about Black History event, which the Mixed Generation Band, he celebrated Black History at the factory. That's where I met him at.
Okay.
And which we filmed that on YouTube. Mm-hmm. We filmed the group on YouTube. And also what I was very intrigued about too, I was fascinated by his brother, recording artist. His name is Mr. E. Okay. Mr. E. That's his show name. Okay. And I interviewed him out there with him and the comedian, and they're on YouTube. You go to YouTube Stars in the Neighborhood, and you see this particular segment on Stars in the Neighborhood, STARZ, Stars in the Neighborhood. Okay. And you're going to see this on there. And Black History Week was in February, and that was Black History Month. Yes.
Month. We get a whole month now, a whole 28 days.
Isn't that something? We came a long ways.
Smallest month of the year. Don't you feel
that
special?
That is fabulous. Oh man. That's why I say you got to keep trucking, keep doing something out there.
Don't you feel that what happened in Florida has spurred what we've been praying for, fighting for all these years? Did. And the good thing is, all those 17-year-olds who are going to be 18 in November are registered to vote now.
You see that?
And they know we are going to hold you clowns, you people who are in office, accountable. Accountability. I'm really feeling bad that 17 people had to die.
Yeah, for that
so
to happen.
And the young people said, no more. I don't want to be afraid to go to school, because I was screaming and hollering about metal detectors. Remember last time? Why put metal detectors in our schools and blah, blah, blah. And now everybody is screaming for a metal detector.
When you was telling me about it.
Don't want the metal detectors
right
in the
when
school.
You said about it.
Right. And the thing is, now people are screaming to have them in the school. What about get rid of the guns?
Gotta get rid of them.
What about get rid of the guns?
Gotta get rid of that. Because it brings on a bad vibe to the students. Not trying to learn
afraid
or
to
learning.
Go to school.
It will trigger off. You don't know who's in that crowd that has a mind towards using guns.
And
You have no idea.
And when the FBI got information and chose not to listen, so it really is a hit or miss kind of.
It is. It's scary.
So I'm getting excited now because every rally, they're taking out voter registration paperwork every time you go someplace. Because when I go places now, I give people voter registration.
Wow.
And I had young football guys on, and I said, you want to have a fundraiser? We're trying to get a fundraiser for every person that they get registered. We'll give them $1 toward the football team.
Yes.
Get me thousands of registered voters.
Everybody
and make sure they vote.
Should be out there doing that.
Right. Not just registering, but get yourself to the poll and vote.
And get the young people involved.
And the young people are saying
voting.
They want to now. They're saying, I know this. So this is a wonderful thing.
They'll make a great change in this
oh boy, system. You could change it like that.
Oh, I can't wait
because
to see that
we're going to
happen.
hold whomever gets into office accountable. If you don't do what we need you to do, guess what? Next time, bye-bye.
Right.
Take it easy.
That's it. And see, when I was growing up, that's what we do. That's what we do. That's what you young people become very vital citizens of their community. And that's what we have to teach our children.
Right. Because, I mean, how long we've been fighting? Since anti-Vietnam?
Yes.
My God.
Yes, that's a long time.
Since before that.
Long
Civil
time.
rights. Come on. It's always going to be a fight. We're never going to get rid of the fight. We're never going to get rid of the fight. But at least we could take small steps and make things a little less problematic. Because I'm not Pollyannic that much anymore. I'm still Pollyanna though. But we can make it a little better.
That's right.
Each day a little better.
That's right.
Because we keep saying, if the weather is so bad and it's killing people, why we got to kill people too?
Well, we got to kill people.
If the mud is sliding down and taking people's lives, why we have to kill them?
Respect each other, what we feel.
Where's the love?
We have to bring that back.
Where's the love?
These kids don't feel love anymore, and we got to bring it back. Okay, so that's why I want you all out there, audience, to get involved in your community. Don't lay back in the house talking about.
Chill out.
That's all that I see that in the newspaper. Please don't do that, and always talk to people that live next door to you. Talk to them. How you feeling? Do you know what's going on? That's how I was raised up. Neighbors used to talk to each other.
Exactly.
And do you know and it gets out to the other neighbors. The whole community knows about it. So we need to bring that all back, start caring for each other, and stop saying me. It's not about me. Just use W-E, we. All right? I want to hear that again. Mm-hmm. We.
Because there's no I in we.
There's no I in we.
There you go.
There you go.
It's only us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you
anytime.
So much.
Anytime. For
okay. We're going to do this. We're going to keep doing this because we're doing it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for this segment, I have an unusual guest as well. His name is Tyrone Cox. And he has some concerns about what's been going on in our community. And we try to address everything that's going on in our community because we're about sick of it. We're calling on folks to help, but you need to know what we need, what's happening in order for you to help. So, Mr. Cox, welcome.
It's a pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just here to speak about homelessness, black men trying to get jobs these days. There's not really a lot of opportunities out there for us. In my head, I would feel like there's just a bunch of stereotypes just chasing me down. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of it.
Who's stereotyping you?
Oh, no, I'm just saying in general. Like, there's just people constantly judging you. You're always gonna be proving yourself from start to finish.
But that's always been the case.
Yeah.
It's just that social media has put it out to the front now. But it really has always been the case, and it's always been difficult. It's just now everybody knows how difficult it is, and everybody's feeling put upon, really. I know that your experience with Access VR is a nightmare, because nobody moves at the pace that we expect them to move. You're getting paid a decent salary, is what your mind is saying, to do a specific job. Why does it take months and months and months?
I mean, it's just me growing up sometimes, and I've never been in that situation, nor do I have the knowledge. But
it's not even that you've never been in that situation. Most people have no idea that that even exists until you become a client. They're calling people consumers now. I still call people clients, but nobody knows about vocational rehabilitation or thinks about it until it's needed. And I think they need to be putting it into schools way before that. So if anything happens while you're working, you have another option. But they also don't explain to people that it is the nosiest place that you could ever go.
yeah, the process.
It is. I mean, they look at your mama, your father, all your medical stuff, all your work history, all your education, what's on your mind. Then they got you lifting and doing stuff, and you saying this stupidness, and what is this going to get me?
Yeah, it's invasive.
And they don't explain to you why they're doing it. And that's the problem. I had a relative, a cousin, who came, he was in the Manhattan office, though. And he said these low-life pieces of doo-doo, they sent him to have an evaluation. And he said, I ain't retarded. Ain't nothing wrong with me.
I felt that way.
And I said, they trying to prove that you not. We have to prove that you not developmentally disabled, so that if you asking for a specific occupation and we're using federal dollars to pay for it for you, we have to justify to the federal government why we spending this money. So give us some ammo. And if they had told you that, you wouldn't have been so pissed off. You would have given them all the information they need to pay for my school. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But they just sent you down there and you said, oh my God, I still saved your text. Why are they picking on me?
I had to find out for myself. I don't,
man,
I do not know how these things go.
It's a horrible, horrible system because no one is informed about the system prior to going. Because when I was working, I gave orientation to the people who came in, so you would know what to do in the meantime. Because I know what's going to take forever. So these are the things that you can do to make it a little faster. It ain't gonna make it much. It's gonna make it a little faster so that you're not spending your time sitting down going, "Oh damn, so what next? I'm hungry today. I need money yesterday. Come on." And that's what was going on. That's what's going on. And unfortunately, I retired. No, unfortunately, I didn't do orientation anymore. So people are getting a film now that tells you absolutely nothing, and it's not really helpful. But you were at HRA. I got a text from you saying that somebody at HRA was giving you a hard way to go as well.
Yeah, they didn't. They just didn't process the paperwork they were supposed to process for my back rent, which is why I'm currently homeless. And I just wanted to say this is what poverty looks like. Just because we might, we try to maintain especially when we don't have it. At least for my set of race of people, we always try to look good. And I mean, when we show up to these places and we well dressed and well spoken, doesn't mean, what I'm saying, we come from money or we have it or we're trying to abuse the system. I mean, some of us don't have it, and some of us is living that facade of like scared to come out and say I'm hungry, or scared to say that like I might need food stamps or rent assistance because you might have the newest pair of whatever on, and that's not what homelessness is. I'm homeless right now, and I probably don't look homeless on the bus and stuff like that, but it's poverty going on. Like people don't. This is why I'm here, because people struggle in darkness. My mom was illegal for 28 years. I'm about to be 28 this month. And the things she had to do to make money and stuff like that. I was born here, but I was raised in a different country, so I'm not used to seeing everybody with the Jordans every Saturday and stuff like that. Where I'm from, when you try not to, show that you have so much, so you don't make the other person feel bad.
Where are you from?
I'm from Jamaica. I'm from Jamaica, Kingston.
Oh, you're from here, but you was
raised there. I was
okay.
raised there, went to school there and everything. So, what I'm saying? I'm not used to that certain lifestyle, so I couldn't really relate, or it took me a while to adapt. So, it's just different for me. I still have a different perspective on things. Homelessness is real, and you don't have to, be like smelling bad on the train or whatever. And we're struggling out here, and there's not a system set up for us. There's not people paying attention to us when we go apply for these services.
Did you go to Adult Protective Services on Halsey?
No.
No, because they actually are homeless prevention. Yeah. They would have stopped they could have stopped you from being evicted. And see, and that's unfortunate because there are services out there, but you don't know about them. It's like a secret. It's like these offices are. I didn't find out about that place until the end of 2015. No, 2016. And I'm old. I kept saying there's got to be someplace. There's got to be someplace. There's got to be someplace. And they're over there on Halsey. And they have people who are in the housing court who advocate for you because the whole idea is to stop you from being homeless.
Yeah, before you get there.
Because finding a place
after being in collection or in court,
they mess up your credit. It's going to be even more difficult unless you know somebody who knew somebody who slept with the cousin's uncle.
Yeah,
and that's not how it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
because I get all these affordable housing emails.
I've been applying for them ever since you sent me them. It's been years.
Right.
Been years.
And nobody ever gets anything.
The hospital jobs, it don't work for me. And I want to say, I don't want to.
The hospital jobs what?
When you sent me the link for the hospital jobs, I've been applying. Jacoby.
NYCHA?
All
not
the
NYCHA.
links you sent me.
St. Joseph's and St. John's in Yonkers are better at hiring. The New York Health and Hospitals Corporation, you have to apply like 100 times before you even get a call because they have these key phrases that you have to put in. I found out.
Yeah.
And if you don't put those phrases in, then some kind of machine, the computer deletes your application before it even gets to a human being. So we need to find out what the phraseology is so that at least you can get an interview. I couldn't get a job with my resume.
I think my resume is fine.
Okay. But I'm saying, but I was assistant director of marketing and employment services for Vested, and I couldn't get a job with my resume.
Why is that?
Because it's from the olden days. It's not the new, whatever they're requiring out there. The phraseology is not. I don't have that. And I guess what? I said, I don't care because I'm retired. I don't need to have that. But in order to, and even your winning edge hasn't been updated in 15 years. If they don't update it so that you know what to put,
okay.
And we know that there are jobs out there. I know that they're because people are getting jobs. I know people who have actually gotten jobs from what I sent out. So I know that they're hiring. And I kept saying, well, how did you do it? Who did you talk to? Okay, you have another in now, though. Because you're an Access VR client, you can actually apply for 55B. 55B is employment services, employment for people with disabilities. Yeah. You can apply for that, and any job that you're qualified for that's within the limits of your disability, you can get without taking the test. You're exempt from taking the test. Entry level. If you want a promotion, anything, then you have to take the test for promotions. But entry level, even the city one. City has a jobs like 55A.
Remember that.
So you have to apply for 55A and 55B. Put your applications in there. So even when you finish school, automatically, they have the stuff there. It's in place. They didn't take it away. They took away the downstate coordinator of it, but they have somebody in Albany who's overseeing it, and you can go online to get the applications. And this way, when you apply, and you're not going in and saying, oh, I'm crippled, oh, hire me, because you're saying, I don't want you to perceive that there's something wrong with me just because I got hurt on my last job. Okay, there's nothing wrong with up here. Okay, I'm not lifting 2,000 pounds anymore, but I can do this, and this. And that's where people make their mistake is don't focus on what you cannot do because it's one or two things that the doctor told you, be careful, don't do that. But you got all that other stuff out there. That's why I'm saying, what is it that you want, and let the government say, okay, we got you. Let us pay for it. Let them pay for it.
Man, the process of them paying for anything for me right now is just I don't think it's good for my sanity.
It's better for your sanity because guess what? Did you ever work? You worked, right?
Yeah.
And when you worked, you got the whole, if you was making $2,000 a week, you got the whole $2,000, or did somebody go in there first?
I had to pay dues. I mean, shout out to my coalition too. Shout out to Hispanic United. Anybody looking for a job, make sure you go down to Hispanic United. They're taking care of people over there.
Hispanic United is what?
It's a construction company. So
it's a company or union?
Yeah, it's a coalition.
So it's union or
it's a nonprofit.
Construction company?
I'm not sure, but it's private owned. Other than that, I don't gotta say nothing else about this the government process or how they do their things. It's not working for me. And anybody that don't want to go that route or just want to find a job right now, go to Hispanic United. and they're gonna take care of you guys.
Were you at the labor department also?
Nah.
You haven't gone to the labor department? Because they're supposed to be really ramping up. They're calling them workforce now, and they're supposed to be ramping up their outreach to people who are unemployed, having outreach to you.
No.
You're not getting away from me. I'm gonna send you stuff.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of, and unfortunately, you have to apply to so many that after a while it becomes discouraging.
Yeah,
and I'm killing myself here, and I'm killing myself here, and I'm getting sick of this, and I'm getting sick of this. But just think about what it was. I was, when I got my master's. 4 months later, I became severely disabled. I was in a car accident. So it took me 2 years to decide, okay, I can go back to work, and I don't care if my mouth is all screwed up. Because, I didn't even have a pimple. And then I had scars and broken teeth and everything.
You still fine.
No, now I know that I am. Yeah. But back then, when you never had a pimple, they didn't even let me see myself in the mirror for 2 months. Yeah. That's how bad it was. But I couldn't get a job. And I had a master's degree. And I had experience. And I couldn't get a job.
Because of your features.
I don't know why. I thought it was because I was fat, because I was black, because I was crippled. I walked with a cane. I mean, and I was driving to stupid places like Goshen. I didn't even have a car. I rented a car to go on an interview in Goshen.
I never even heard of it.
Goshen, New York. It's upstate.
Never heard of it.
I rented a car. Like they were gonna hire me with a cane in a youth prison. And they said, we like you, but these kids would hurt you. They were actually mistaken because kids like me and they don't hurt me. I work with kids. But it took me, I started diligently looking for a job. It took me 2 years before somebody heard me and said, please stop looking at, because it's up here. Give me, and when I got the job, even back then it was beneath, because they paid me $10,500 a year. And that wasn't in the olden days. That was when I needed more than that. And I kept saying, because my counselor told me, something is better than nothing. Baloney.
Sometimes.
Baloney. Something is not better than nothing if you can't pay your bills with it. Because now I wasn't eligible for anything else because I had a job. But I couldn't meet my financial obligations. And I kept saying, now I got to get another job so that I could supplement this job. And I was still crippled. Now I call myself mobility impaired. But back then I was crippled. And I wasn't crippled by my disability, by my impairment. I was crippled by the process. So I don't want you to be so discouraged because it may not come when you want it. Because sometimes it just don't. But it comes. And when it comes, and you're going to say, wow, it was worth it. I even looked at the Sandhogs for you. I looked them up. I'll send you the application. Mm-hmm. But they say there are no events happening right now. But all you have to do is kind of try to be ahead of the news. Okay, because you're hearing they're getting ready to build a tunnel to connect Brooklyn to Staten Island. They're getting ready to build a new subway tunnel under the Hudson River.
I didn't know about that.
You're not going to watch the news. Okay, who's digging them holes? Who's digging out the tunnels? Who's doing that?
The government, I guess.
Sandhogs. Okay, Sandhogs. That's what they call them. They make $100,000 a year. That worth your while? See, I've had people in prison say no, that they ain't going underground. And I kept saying, yeah. And I kept saying, wow, really? But you get to go home at night? And they said, going underground. It's dangerous. And I'm saying shooting people up in the street is dangerous too. Come on, let's keep it real here. So I want you to dig out so that, and make some money. And one man, they had a man on their website who people talked about him like a dog because he was a sandhog. And he said, I bought my house. I put my 3 kids through college. You can talk about me all you want. It covered whatever I wanted and then some. So if you're interested in that, but I thought your doctor said no to physical labor.
I can't. I got to make money. I'm homeless.
Radiology?
Right I'm homeless right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I need to make money now so I could feel the rest of my dreams and then chase my dreams and something. We got to be able to make money. Like I can't get a stable job right now for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Another stepping stone. It's not a system set up out there.
And you have a driver's license?
I just crashed my car.
But you do have a driver's license.
I had a permit, so I had liability on my insurance. liability on my permit.
You had liability on your permit?
Yeah, on my insurance. So
You had a permit or
I took out liability with a permit to put in
really?
a car. Yeah, you could do that.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So when are you going to get your license?
As soon as I get some money, man. As soon as things start rolling, as soon as the ball start rolling, yeah, I'll be able to do everything I want to do.
Because there are some of the trucking places will actually pay for you to get your license.
I'm trying to find some grants right now through the Fed cap as well, and I mean it's a process, you know.
Everything is going to be a process, though. Yeah. Nothing is fast, and the thing is, we never know until you get there and you go, damn, this is just making me a crazy person. I'm telling you.
Voucher or something, I don't know.
No, because it's because you feel like you're running into a brick wall everywhere you go. Give me some help. Work with me here. Yeah, come on. But I was saying that I know you said something about radiology.
Oh yeah, that's what I really wanted to get into, but
because I know that, is that a college that place that trains for radiology, or is it the hospitals?
Oh, I don't know.
I know if it was a college like in downtown Brooklyn, J Street, down that way, New York City Technical College, if they train in it, then you can get work study.
What do you mean, like
while you're in school?
Yeah, they do that. They do that.
They do that because I'm saying you putting it. How old are you again? 20 who?
About to be 28.
Oh, you about to be 28. Yeah, okay, so you pushing 30. Yeah, real hard. Okay, real so hard. Hey, I'm not wishing I was back there, but I kind of
feel you.
But no, but you can still do it, and as long as you keep having to push it off. Let them put you in school and get work study, and you keep saying, "But I'm home. I was homeless too. Well, not freshman year of college. I slept on the train, and it was not. And nobody understood what I was saying. Nobody understood what I was saying. I had a shopping bag,
it's scary.
and when I was funky, I said, "Can I take a shower at your house?" You know, and that's what I did because I was determined that I was going to go to college and I was going to finish college, and I didn't care who said no, because my family was not really into college. And they said, "You got a high school diploma, you need to get a job. What's wrong with you?"
Got you.
Okay, so I understand where you're coming from about that and then I was homeless again a couple of times. Yeah, it's because the circumstances are beyond our control. I was burnt out. Where you going? Where you going? And that's when you know, thank goodness I had friends. Thank goodness I had family that said, come and stay with us, even though I only stayed briefly until I could find me a room somewhere. Yeah. At least I had that option, because the Red Cross only give you 3 days. And then you're on your own. They said Red Cross is putting you up and stuff 3 days, and sent me skinny women's clothes when I was fat. And I kept saying, what am I going to do with that? So it's a system, and it's what you get out of it. And you can get them. You can really get them to give you everything that you want and need. Everything. And you saying no because you don't believe me. But
it's just a process.
It's just that it takes so long.
It takes from me. It takes long, and it takes from me. And what is taken from me right now, I'm gonna need that to push forward. I'm gonna need that to be able to move forward. I can't let them take that from me during the process. I need my sanity. I need my energy. You know what I'm saying? I need my privacy. So, I mean,
privacy? No. Everybody knows about you anyway. Okay, everybody know about you anyway, because somebody told, because I kept saying, I don't go on Facebook because I ain't giving up I don't care what you ate for dinner and what you getting ready to eat, and I don't put that on Facebook. And my girlfriend told me last night, Hilda, I put your name there. Your whole life is there. Everything you ever thought about doing is on the internet already.
Yeah, I know.
And I was going, but I only put a little bit. And she said, no. All your junk is out there. And I was like, but how did it get there? It just comes. So what privacy? We don't have privacy anymore. Only thing I'm hoping they don't get my social security number, because I don't want them messing with my check. But other than that, it's out there already. And ain't no secrets anyway. I want some money. You want a job.
Yeah.
You want a job. Yeah. So that you can get some money. Yeah. But you don't want teeny tiny bit of money. You want real money. You want to be you want real.
I just want to be stable, man.
That's real money. Because some money, sometimes it's not enough money. That's why my clients didn't like me, because I made them do a budget. Please do a budget, so you know how much you have to earn. So if somebody is sending you someplace where you're not going to meet your financial obligations. They're not saying he thinks he's better than this.
And half the time, that's what it boils down to.
That you have to take anything.
Yeah, because I think I'm better than you, or I think I don't know. It's just the world we live in, man. We suppress our own
No.
people. You know that. You know
Our
that.
people
So-
are unusual. Our people are unusual. We are harder on ourselves on our own than we are on anybody else. But I still have no problems asking for help. I ask for help anywhere and any place I can get it. And I can tell you truthfully that I've had more help from others than from ours, but that doesn't mean that ours didn't help.
Yeah. Sometimes it
But
be the
you-
strangers too. They're strangers.
Mhm.
But
And you have to tap into everything. It's like, because they were saying, well, I said I wasn't too good to cash in cans and bottles. I ain't too good for that because they give you the nickel. Thank you very much. They don't say where did you get it from, and they ain't sending me to jail for that nickel. But you can whatever I crocheted, I baked, I braided hair, I did nails. I did what I had to do because I was hungry. I smoked cigarettes because it was cheaper than food.
and I don't know how that be too.
You see what I'm saying? So I've been there. Because they would say, you smoking, you got money for that? And I said, but the cigarettes is 55 cents a pack, and it lasts me for 3 days. Leave me alone. So I know where you've been, where you at, been there, and I know that it's better. And you need to turn to the audience and say, help me. My name is Tyrone Cox. Get in touch with me. Give them your email and say, I need a job and I'm a good man. Tell them. No, you ain't going to do it.
If you're looking for a job, come to Hispanic United, and we're gonna take care of you. I'm not gonna ask anybody for a job. I'm gonna get my own job, and it's simple. I'm never been that type of guy. I don't need no help from nobody,
And that's why you're not going to get any help.
I mean, I got you in my corner, so I'm good.
So I'm telling you,
I'm good.
My audience is in my corner. So
good.
if you asking me, then you tell them I want help. Reach out and touch. If they don't know that you're looking, then they don't know where to find you.
Nope.
That's it. Okay, well, you're going to have difficulty then because you're telling I'm pushing you away.
I'm good.
I'm pushing you away. It's going to
system.
take longer. It's a system. I'm not talking about a system. I'm talking about people. You know, the entrepreneurs actually watch my show. You need to let people help you. Don't push away help. I never pushed away help.
Yeah.
It's like throwing money in the toilet and flushing. Don't flush the money. However you can get help, accept it. And a lot of people are just saying, here, let me help you. They're not even saying, give me something back. And you know what we get back? You're going to help the next. You just said, Hispanic, somebody come and let us help you.
Yeah.
So let other people help you too. Let them help you. Because if you don't, you're going to be running in circles. And the system is not built for you to run in circles forever.
That's what I'm
You're
doing
going to have
right
a
now.
headache.
But I'll find my way out. But right now, I'm just gonna maintain, and I'm gonna be self-sufficient.
But you need help. I'm just telling you, you need help. You're not listening to me. No, I'm gonna beat you up like I beat up my nephew. You need help, and you need to let people help you. People want to help. There's so many people out there saying, we're putting it out there, we're giving it to you. Let them do it. Let them do it. And you can say thank you. You say thank you to me all the time. It's okay. It's okay because there's a reason that they're helping you. Maybe they got to pay it forward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You stopping somebody else from paying it forward because you want to be self-sufficient, and you stopping somebody else from making brownie points with God. You better start thinking about that. Let folks help you. Because any chance I get, I let people help me. I'm an idiot when it comes to computers and stuff. I beg for help.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I had brought my thing in here today because I couldn't get on Skype. He kept telling me, oops, we made a mistake, try again. You gotta let folks help.
Sometimes.
No, all the time. I'm not telling you move into their house.
No, I know, I get it. I'm just
You're
different.
just frustrated right now. And you want to throw things at brick walls. Just don't throw yourself at the brick wall. But you really want to officer an angle, come bold and throw something at the pins. I'm running out of time. But how can I preach to you?
You always do.
Thank you for coming in.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. And to my audience, let me say, I want to thank you for choosing In My Shoes. I'm Hilda Kathy Brody, your host. Y'all need to help Tyrone. Tyrone Cox. You can get in touch with. He said he's I think what it is it's been out there for so long, and he's been struggling for so long, and he's just afraid. So y'all need to help him. Please step up. You can reach me at queenpin53@yahoo.com. I want him employed. Okay? I want him employed. He wants to be employed. He's an eager worker. He hasn't given up. He's just very frustrated. So again, frustration does not mean not qualified in a unable. Just I keep trying. He's gonna keep on trying, but let's make it less difficult, okay? Hi again. Thank you for choosing In My Shoes. I'm Hilda Kathy Brody, your host. Remember, we at In My Shoes are taking a different approach to service in the world. So please get your pen and your paper, and let's get busy. A couple of updates. I've been discussing the post office and the problems that I've been having with the Williamsbridge station. I did a little research. How about, it was on WPIX on Monica Morales' show. The Williamsbridge post office station is the worst station in the state of New York. How disgusting can that be? I've been saying that the carriers are liars. Well, once again, they've proven that they really do lie. First, we've had a couple of snowstorms. During one of the snowstorms, they allegedly attempted delivery. Well, nobody delivered anything on that day, so we know they were lying. Then, again, the next snowstorm we had, allegedly, they attempted the delivery, and again, nothing. But this time I called the office, and I spoke to someone there. It wasn't Miss Santos, it was someone else. And they tracked down my package, and as she said she would call when the carrier got to the house. And he was allegedly, as she was on the phone, ringing the bell. Well, lo and behold, I sent someone down there to show him how to ring a bell, because you have to push the button in order for the bell to ring. He didn't push the button. So yes, I've sent another complaint to the postmaster and to the post office and to whomever else, because these people are being paid not horribly. We only want them to do their jobs. Post office, Williamsbridge Station, stop your crap and deliver people's belongings. Just that simple. The other thing is the surrogate court. I need to understand why it takes, if you apply for an extension of paperwork, that it takes over 6 months. It's been over 6 months and still waiting, and no one has any answers. How are you backed up so much that you can't sign a piece of paper so that people who are the executors of the states can get on with the business of being the executor? I not only have been waiting over 6 months for an extension, but now I have to be bonded because they don't want me to be a crook. So now I'm spending to be bonded, and I can't do anything but sit and wait for the court to get busy. Do you suggest that I not pay the bond? I bet you the court would be on me like white on rice. But I'm not going to do that because I don't need a problem. So I need the surrogate court to get busy. Do your jobs, because I know you are paid well. I want to thank you for choosing In My Shoes. I'm Hilda Kathy Brody, your host. Be well. See you next
week. Yeah, MWAM got a message for you. Yeah. I've been less offended by the boxers or the sagging pants in our community. I got a song for you. Check it out. Here we go. Come on.
Pull your pants up. 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 Pull your pants up.
Yeah.
It's the new style.
Come on, Colette, talk to me.
See, Mr. Harris, sagging jeans is an epidemic.
That's right.
One that I've never been a fan of. And I can't stand how these young men, they sagging, they dragging. Come on, pull your pants up. And I know us girls, we in the wrong for not putting these fellas on.
You got the power.
But I'm offended by boxers. And I think that we all should be.
Come on, help me.
Pull your pants up, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up, pull your pants up.
Why?
It's the new style.
Come on.
Pull your pants up, pull your pants up.
Yeah.
Pull your pants up, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up, pull your pants up. It'll make your mama proud.
Here we go.
We living in a world affected by an epidemic. Sagging jeans and sweatpants is how I'm living. Need to set the example to make the future right. So hey, our message when we hit you with the chance.
Pull your pants up, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up.
It's kind of catchy.
Pull your pants up, pull your
Come on,
pants
come
up.
on with it.
It's the new style. Pull your pants up, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up, pull your pants up. It'll make your mama proud.
I know you heard your belt say. You know your belt was talking to you this morning. Said, come on, just take me with you. I just want to help you all day keep your pants up. I just want to throw myself around you and hang out with you all day long. But you know what? You didn't listen, so now we're going to have to tell you this. Come on, say it.
Pull your pants up, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up, pull your pants up. It's the new style. Pull your pants up, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up, pull your pants up. It'll make your mama proud. Oh, nice.
In my shoes, we really are taking a different approach to servicing the world.